Hi, how you doing? It's Mitch here once again from Hard Intentions YouTube channel. I got my little road dog here with me. That's Chewy. That's the Chewy Meister. That's my savage doggy. Once in a while I can hear him running around on the floor when I'm doing videos. So I just want to thank all my Patreon donators and all the people who have subscribed here to our YouTube channel, Hard Intentions. We appreciate your support very much. A lot of people are watching without subscribing. If you're watching, please push that subscribe button. It helps us out quite a bit. Yeah, we also have hardintentions.com. We sell gear, t-shirts. We sell artwork, prints. So we've sold a lot of stuff from people who are watching our YouTube channel. I want to thank all of you very much for that. The wife and I got married last Friday the 13th, remarried, I should say, and we're going to do it again next month in the church. We got married at the courthouse, and we're going to do it official at the church next month, sometime around the end of Easter season. I should say the Lent season. So there's a lot of stuff going on now about this coronavirus and all that stuff, and I have someone close to me who works in a hospital. And here's the deal. Coronavirus is better off killed with soap and water than it is hand sanitizer. So all you freaks that are buying up gallons of hand sanitizer and all the shit paper and all that stuff, not leaving nothing for anyone else, just think about this, especially if you're a young person. The older people out there are more susceptible to dying from this stuff than you are as a young person. So just think about that, Think about the next guy, quit bogarting everything up. That's bullshit, all right? We worry about people just like everyone else. I mean, we live up here in the mountains, but it still affects us. I have a schedule on the 19th to go to a lifer meeting, and they canceled it due to coronavirus. And up here, there's only like 15 ex-lifers up here where I live, and some of them live down the hill. I mean, they're not even located in one spot, so we usually have the meeting at a church. I guess that's why they canceled it, because a lot of churches are closing their doors until this thing is over. But a lot of the prison system in California has canceled all visiting until further notice, which kind of sucks because people won't be able to contact their families, and I'm pretty sure they're going to keep them prisons. I haven't heard, but I'm pretty sure a lot of them are going to lock the prisons down and run limited programs and stuff like that on guys, which kind of sucks. But you got to figure, when you're in prison, no one's sick on the yard, and all of a sudden a few guys get sick and then hold half the yard sick. I hated it when people got a cold. I would get a cold. That stuff comes into the prison from the outside. It comes in through the visiting room, but most of all, it comes in through free staff and correctional staff. So, guys at home, his kids are sick, he gets sick, he brings it to the prison, and next thing you know, several hundred people are sick. So, what are you going to do? With that, I want to tell you that you think about, you're going to some big box store and buying, boxes of toilet paper and boxes of this and that and the other. You think about this. Prison industry makes all the cleaning supplies now for the prison system, right? Back in the day, it wasn't like that. They would buy it from wherever, wholesale places. I don't know where they got it from, but they had, all the soap that they would pass out to guys that were indigent, lack of funds. They had, cocoa butter soap sometimes. They had different types of soap, different type of disinfectants, floor wax, all that stuff came from wherever they got it. Now it's all prison industry. It's all made, all the soaps are made in Lancaster. The toilet paper is some cheap brand, but they limit it. It's very limited now. They keep control of it. The tier tenders are allowed to have certain amount of cleaning supplies, but back in the day, I had bottles of bleach, bottles of disinfectant, all that stuff in my prison cell, right, and to clean my cell. And so you think about, you're living in a cage with another man. You're both using the same toilet and the same sink. If you have a newer prison, you each have a locker, so I could keep my toothbrush and my toothpaste and stuff in my locker. He keeps his in his. And you don't just leave your toothbrush and all that stuff around the sink because there's nowhere to put it by the sink. And so, I mean, you got to keep yourself clean. And they don't just hand out cleaning supplies anymore. They're not readily available. And that might surprise you. I would clean my floor with shampoo. You pick everything up off your floor, sweep it, right? Everything. You roll your mattress up, put everything on your metal bunk. You sweep your floor out. Then I get my floor wet, and I would pour shampoo on my floor. Obviously, I don't have hair anymore, so and then I would scrub it down. You clean your toilet out, and you rinse your rag out in the toilet, and you have a stainless steel sink in a toilet, so. You clean your floor, then you rinse, you keep rinsing up till all the soap is up off your floor, and then you let it dry. And you do that every couple of days, once a week minimum. But, there's no reason a guy should have to go and buy shampoo at the canteen just to clean his floor. But they don't give you the cleaning supplies like they used to. So you think about that. You're out buying all this stuff at Walmart or all these big box stores, Think about that guy in there that's trying to clean his cell. Imagine if you didn't have all that stuff. And we're trying to keep from getting sick, Filthy cell leads to a guy being sick, I wasn't really the most clean freak kind of guy. I kept my cell fairly clean and, fairly neat. But, for the most part, but a lot of them dudes are clean freaks. So they would buy like tear tenders instead of using the stuff to clean the tear with. They would sell it. They'd get a bottle of some disinfectant and they would sell it to the guys, for cigarettes or canteen or coffee or whatever, And so that's how these guys would get extra stuff to keep their cells clean. I seen guys in there who are slamming dope with a syringe that's been God knows where they keep it, right? And I thought, man, and their cells are immaculate. They would get fine sandpaper and polish out their sinks, and their toilets would just shine like a mirror. And their cell floors would be waxed. Nice. I mean, you could eat off these things. They keep their mattresses rolled up nice and tight, their beds, they paint their cells, and just clean freaks, man. And they're slamming dope with a syringe that, 20, 30 guys are using. I thought, man, what about the inside of your body, fool? How dirty is that, I mean, these guys would sit down to piss. I went in a cell one time and this guy goes, hey, Smiley, I'd appreciate it if you'd sit down when you pee. I said, dude, I got a dick. I'm not a chick. I don't pee sitting down. That's how freaky he was about his, cell. But, so cleaning supplies are very difficult to get in there. And then you got to think about laundry. You're allowed to have personal T-shirts, socks, underwear, shorts, like yard shorts, sweatshirts, thermals. So most prisons, 99% of them, you can't send your personal laundry into this prison laundry to get washed. They do the laundry in a bag. They give you these fishnet bags, and you throw all your state laundry in there, and you've got a little rubber tie on there, and then if you're smart, you'll tie the bag in a knot. They have one for whites and one for blues, and you shoot it over there, and of course your whites come back all dingy gray because they put, 400 or 500 bags in these gigantic industrial washing machines, and they don't get clean. But, I sent all my work clothes over there to get clean. My socks, underwear. I mean, they're clean, but they come back dingy, right? So, what do you do with your dirty personal laundry? You got to wash it in a cell. So, they sell you laundry soap on the canteen, and you can buy it through the package companies. Your people can send you a package from a package company and send you this laundry soap, right? So, where do you wash it at? A lot of guys that clean their toilets out, and then use the toilet to wash their clothes. And well, I don't do that. I'm a plumber. And so, because your toilet, the water in your toilet is connected to the sewer pipe, which has got gas in it. So I'm not down with it. So I would get like 5-gallon bucket. Well, 5-gallon buckets are illegal. You're not allowed to have them in your cell. Guys cook wine in them, etc. Right? And so, you got a bucket today. A lot of tiers, the cop would say, give them your ID and they'll let you use a bucket. Then you got to give the bucket back to get your ID back. But I use the bucket not only do laundry, and I used to use it as a stool. I'd sit on it because there's really nowhere to sit in a cell. They have a stool and a desk, but it's not, it's a metal stool. It's not positioned proper, And so, plus when I'm tattooing on people, I like to sit on the stool, the plastic bucket. So you wash your clothes in a plastic bucket. A lot of guys use a sink. A lot of guys that go to the shower and use a bar of state soap to do their boxers and their shirts and their socks in the laundry. Well, I used to hate that, man, because it plugs up the shower. You're standing in line waiting for a guy to finish washing his damn laundry so you could take a shower. It's just, it was frustrating, So, and then once you wash your clothes, what do? Where do you dry them? Well, I had clotheslines on my bunk and on the wall. Well, the new prison's got these big lockers on the wall. It's kind of hard to, so you got them on the back of your bunk and on the front sometimes. And of course, when the staff come in and see your clothesline, they tear them down. And sometimes they'll write you up for destruction of state property. If it looks like you used a T-shirt or a sheet to make your clothesline, they're going to write you up for destruction of state property. So, I mean, cleanliness is a pain in the ass in prison. It's not easy. And, you're sitting out here in the world, you don't think about that. Plus, you're only allowed to have state issue, I think, 2 towels. So what do you clean your floor with? What do you wipe the walls with? What do you clean your shitter with? And you only get like 1 roll of toilet paper per guy a week. So you get 2 rolls a week, right? If you got a cellie. You're not going to clean your shitter with your toilet paper. Then what are you going to wipe your butt with? So anyway, guys would take plastic trash bags. They cut strips like this and they'd stretch them and twist them on their thigh. They'd rub them on their thigh as they stretched them. And some guys would, and think, man, that stuff gets real strong, And then some guys would braid those into braids and make clotheslines out of it. Other guys would make little fishnet bags out of that plastic, out of the trash bag plastic, because it's clear, and it'd be a shower bag. And they'd sell them. That's a little hustle. They'd sell them for $1 or $2, or a cigarette. Guys smoke, But I mean, guys, it would probably fascinate a lot of people what we had to do in there to keep ourselves clean and to keep ourselves clean, our clothes and all that stuff. It's kind of an odd subject, but in this time when everybody's freaked out about this coronavirus and stealing and buying up all the, supplies, it just blows my mind. Up here where we live, we have toilet paper in the stores and cleaning supplies, so we're kind of fortunate. We don't live in a too crowded of an area, but I just want to encourage people, man, to, just think about other people when you're going to the store and it's sold out of everything. It's kind of messed up for the people who really need it. So I just want to encourage people, man, to stay clean and stay safe. Maintain a 6-foot distance. That's what they recommend in a crowded room. Maintain a 6-foot distance because when people cough, it can travel about 6 feet. That's the theory behind that. And, have some respect for the people around you. If you're sick, don't cough on them. Don't go to the barber shop. My friend here, Bowtie Barber in Placerville, if you're ever up here, and you want a decent head shave or haircut, go to Bowtie Barber. But he says guys come in there, they bring their kids in or they come in there coughing, they're sick, and he's like, hey, man, no. I mean, you can't expect to go to the barber shop, right, or the hairdresser if you're sick. And so have some concern for the people around you and for yourselves and your family, of course, but just think, man, about, the people around you when you're out and about in the world. I know this is kind of a short one. Hey, killer. I know it's kind of a short one, but I just wanted to bring this up, man. Stay clean. Soap and water kills this coronavirus better than alcohol or pure, the hand sanitizer. Soap and water breaks down the membrane around this thing better than any of the hand sanitizers or any of that. So wash your hands, stay safe, people, because there's a lot of jokes out there about this thing, coronavirus, but it's not a funny deal. So please be safe. Please take care. I want you to keep watching my videos, and to do that, you got to be alive, people. Yeah, take care of your health the hard way. Thank you.